White is the beast of fate. Blue is the beast of righteousness.
Wake up! You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? From this day forward, you are the Cocoon Master of Cyrus. You must be strong. Now, you had better head over to Mother Garai's house. Mabu is probably waiting for you there, too.
Oh, you've finally come by, have you? I have something I want to give you right away. Have a seat right here. Soon you will enter the forest as a Cocoon Master. At the forest entrance, there are 4 gates through the divine barrier. To pass through them, you must have the right key. One of them is here in Cyrus. It is the key to the Beetle Gate. Louis the Watchtower Guard has it. Once you get the key from Louis, you must go deep into the Beetle Forest. Another Cocoon Master lives there. People call him the Blue Cocoon Master. His name is Chorus, and he is a very capable man. Finding the calabash herb is important, but first you must learn to fend for yourself. No doubt there is much you can learn from him, for he too is a Cocoon Master. In the meantime, I have gathered what you will need for your journey. If you need something else, you should go to the town shop. Wounds can only be healed by mugwort herbs. Make sure you have enough. Oh, and do not forget to arm yourself. When your empty cocoons run out, you can get more from Mabu. Oh yes, I almost forgot something very important. This is the Flute of Capture. The sound of this flute serves both to imprison and summon minions. Your father, Riquette's, entrusted it to me. A fateful meeting it was. But perhaps some other time I will tell you all about it.
So now you're going into the forest. I don't know why, but I'm a little worried. But if worse comes to worse, you can always use the earring of the hunter to return home safely. So I went ahead and married you, huh? You'd better take good care of me now. Oh, come on, I'm just joking. It feels strange, doesn't it? I guess things are gonna get serious real soon, huh? Be careful out there. So now you're going into the forest. I don't know why, but I'm a little... But if worse...
I have already spoken with Louis. Now, go to the Watchtower Hut and get the key to the Beetle Gate. From the forest entrance, you will find the Divine Barrier Gate, and then on to the Beetle Forest. Godspeed to you. I have already spoken with Louis. From the
Wait a sec. Here. This is a ring given to me by the Nagi chieftain when I was born. It's very special to me. I should have given it to you before, but I was too embarrassed. When I wear this ring, somehow I feel at peace. I hope it helps you too. Well, take care, okay? Oh, it's really nothing, but I'll be thinking about you.
Are you doing all right? Being a cocoon master is tough, but you keep at it. I can teach you many things in place of your father. You can buy weapons and armor at the blacksmith. You know Kelmar's house, right? His father is a blacksmith. He may be a bit gruff, but he is a very skilled blacksmith. If you are wounded in the forest, continuing the hunt is very dangerous. There are many different types of items which can help you at such times. You buy them down at the town shop. Make sure you get plenty of everything you need there. And you can get empty cocoons for imprisoning minions from Mabu. You cannot buy weapons and supplies without money. That is why you should spin white cocoons. The thread from white cocoons is very high quality and can be sold for a lot of money. But once you spin the cocoon, you will lose the magic beast inside. Consider that carefully before asking Mabu to spin them for you. Although the forest beasts attack us villagers and sometimes seem quite treacherous, they are really just agents of Elrum, the god of the forest. The Cocoon Masters and Nagi people are wise in the ways of the forest. In fact, we have a term of respect for the creatures there. We call them forest minions. People of the village call them abominations, monstrosities, all because they look horrific and terrify us. Even our town elders, like the Venerable Jabara, have more contemptuous names for them. But they all refer to the same thing. They say, pure words beget a clean heart. You should mind your language too, my son. Take care. I will always be praying for you.
Huh? What is it? If you're looking for Kelmar, he's not here. This is just great. Where could he be running off to now? Come back some other time if it's a strong weapon you want. It's been so long since I made a weapon for a Cocoon Master. But even if you had one, would you know how to use it?
Really, he's so unfriendly, isn't he? I'm sorry, his hands are skilled, but his tongue is not. Our son will never find a good bride with a father like you. They're both so stubborn. Aren't you even listening to me? As you can see, he has a hard head, but he is the best blacksmith in all of Peril. If you ever need weapons, come again. By the way, those clothes look really good on you. You look just like Riquette's did when he was your age. You're so different from our good-for-nothing son. It drives me crazy. Both my husband and son are so narrow-minded. As you can see, he has a hard head.
I don't have anything good for you yet. But you can buy what I've already made. need a more powerful weapon, come back later. Maybe I'll have something ready by then. The quality of a blade's edge depends upon the skill of the blacksmith. No matter how dull the blade, I can craft it into its finest edge. Don't ever think that you're better just because you bought a more powerful weapon. You won't know its true power until you start swinging it around. You know that, don't you?
My, how you've grown. Those clothes become you. You look just like Riquette's when he was a young lad. This is a tale of the kingdom of Gehenna Pali that stretched across these lands long ago. Once upon a time, Prince Menek, son of King Karis, set out with his vassals to hunt in the forest. But in the forest they were enveloped by a thick fog, and the prince lost his way. Wandering aimlessly about, he happened upon a marsh from which grew an enormous tree. Thereupon he heard the sound of sobbing, but he knew not from where. He found a maiden sitting all alone. She was weeping by the marsh. "I am Alcana. I just buried my mother here in the marsh of Uban," she said. And then she looked up at the prince. He was overwhelmed by her beautiful eyes. The maiden stole his heart that day. It was truly a fateful meeting. Thereafter, the prince made frequent trips into the forest. Undoubtedly, he was paying visits to the maiden. The maiden had a strange power. She could talk to the insects and trees. Before long, there began a terrible rumor that the prince's heart had been stolen by a witch. One day the maiden spun silk from fairy cocoons and wove it into a beautiful cloth for the king. But the brilliance of that cloth cast a shadow upon the kingdom. The king was so enthralled by the fairy silk that he sent his soldiers into the forest, where they ravaged for fairy cocoons. The fairies, still in their cocoons, were boiled alive. The king killed them so he could have their silk. The prince pleaded with his father to stop his cruelty, but the king was no longer the man he had once been. Prince Menek was charged with treason and imprisoned in the king's deepest dungeon. He was never heard from again. When the maiden learned of the prince's death, she cursed her fate and lamented the foolishness of man. She then cast herself away into the marsh where her mother lay. As she started to drown, a voice from nowhere whispered to her, "I am Elrum. I shall grant you your wish. Tell me what you want," said the voice. The maiden told Elrum all that weighed upon her heart. The maiden said, "Greed bears destructive knowledge. Its wicked power shall be the end of the forest. All hope is lost. The beasts of knowledge shall never live in peace with the forest. The one light of hope, who I so loved, has perished at the hands of the beasts. I now go to where my love Menek awaits." Thereupon Elrum spoke again. "So you claim that your true love was torn asunder by the greed and hatred of the beasts of knowledge? When light is swallowed up by darkness, I shall unleash ruin upon the land, returning all to the nothingness from whence it came. I have a firm grip upon the darkness in your heart. From that day forward, demons appeared in the forest, terrifying all they came upon, and the kingdom of Gehenna Pali fell to ruin by the swarms of Onibubu, locusts of apocalypse. The demons that haunt the forest now are the beasts spawned by the greed in man's heart." Well, that is the end of the story. I know you're busy, but come by any time. I shall always be here. My, how you've grown. Those clothes become you. You look just like Riquette's when he was a young lad. Do not go seeking an early death. You are our last hope. Ever since yesterday, the forest has been stirring restlessly. You must be careful. Do not go seeking an early death. You are our... My, how fast the time goes by. I still think of you as a playful child, you know. Ever since yesterday, the forest has been... My, how fast... I still think...
I heard what Mother Garai said, but I don't like any of it. I mean, you of all people! Just because Riquettes is your dad, you'll just go into the forest and get eaten by monsters. Is your flute really that powerful? That's so lame! Ha! I'll go get the calabash myself. Just wait right here!
No can do, little guy. I know how you feel, Louis, but you can't go. You can seek your revenge at some other time. Besides, you know how scary the forest is, right? And how little we can do there.
Fine. Kelmar is right. You can go do it. Here's the beetle key. The chief gave it to me to look after. With it lies the fate of the village. Use it to enter the beetle gate. The cottage of Master Chorus is deep inside the forest. He's a powerful cocoon master, and he might know something about that herb. Now what? Get out of here before I change my mind!
Look, try to understand how he feels. Ever since his parents were killed in the forest, all he's ever thought about is slaying those monsters. He may be cocky, but in his own way, he's just trying to be a man. So, is now a magnificent cocoon master. It's all happened so fast. Take good care of Mabu. If you ever make her cry, I'm coming after you, buddy. Well, better get going and save the village. You do your best out there.
I'll avenge my parents by myself. I don't need your help.
Look. Ever since his parents were killed.
Hey, loser! Kelmar was worried, so he asked me to show you the way. I feel sorry for you, so I'll lead you there just this once. Don't forget how to get there, and try to keep up! Okay, this is the Divine Barrier. Use the Beetle Key to open the Beetle Gate. Duh! The Beetle Gate is the one to the far right. From there on out, it's all up